Ever wonder why, no matter how hard you hustle, your bank account still feels stuck? You're putting in the hours, grinding away, but that bank account balance just doesn't seem to budge. Let me tell you, it's not always about how much you make. It's about how you manage it. There's a whole bunch of money mistakes people make every single day without even realizing it. These aren't your typical blow all your money on Gucci mistakes either. These are subtle, sneaky things that can keep even smart, hardworking people broke. Today, we're diving deep into 10 of the biggest money mistakes that might be holding you back from that financial freedom you're working so hard for. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get right into it. Alright, let's talk about budgets. I know, the dreaded B word. It sounds restrictive, boring, and maybe even a little scary. But trust me on this one, a budget isn't about restricting your freedom, it's about giving you the power to actually achieve it. Think about it, if you're trying to get somewhere you've never been before, you wouldn't just hop in the car and start driving aimlessly, right? You'd use a map, plan your route, and make sure you have enough gas to get there. That's all a budget is, it's your financial roadmap to success. Without a budget, you're basically flying blind, just hoping you have enough money left over at the end of the month. Imagine running a marathon blindfolded. That's what living without a budget feels like. But here's the good news. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. Start simple. Track every dollar that comes in and every dollar that goes out for a month. You'll be amazed at where your money is actually going. Once you have a clear picture, you can start making intentional decisions about where you want your money to go. Remember, knowledge is power. And when it comes to your money, a budget is the ultimate power move. Okay, you landed that promotion, crushed your sales goals, or maybe your side hustle just blew up. Congratulations, you absolutely deserve to celebrate your wins. But here's where things can get tricky: lifestyle inflation. You see, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more money automatically equals a better life. So, you get a raise, and suddenly you need a nicer apartment, a fancier car, designer clothes, and more frequent vacations. Your income goes up, but so do your expenses, and often at an even faster rate. And guess what? Your savings take a massive hit. So how do you combat lifestyle inflation? Here's the key. Keep living like you make 10 to 20% less than you actually do. Instead of increasing your spending, redirect that extra money directly into your savings, investments, or debt payoff. Remember, true wealth isn't about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about building a life of freedom and abundance on your own terms. Life is unpredictable. It throws curveballs when you least expect it. Your car decides to take an unscheduled vacation to the mechanic, your job decides to restructure, or maybe you face an unexpected medical bill. That's where your emergency fund swoops in to save the day. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. Without it, emergencies can quickly turn into expensive debt traps, derailing your financial progress and adding unnecessary stress to your life. Aim for at least $1,000 to start. Once you've hit that initial goal, continue building your emergency fund until you have 3 to 6 months worth of essential expenses saved up. Having that financial cushion will give you peace of mind and protect you from major financial setbacks when life throws you a curveball. Let's be real, credit cards can be incredibly convenient. They make online shopping a breeze, help you earn rewards, and can even come in handy during emergencies. But here's the catch. Credit cards are a tool, and just like any tool, they can be used for good or for evil. The problem arises when we let credit cards control us instead of the other way around. We swipe, we spend, and before we know it, we're drowning in a sea of credit card debt, wondering how we got there in the first place. Remember, those minimum payments might seem tempting, but they're designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of debt for as long as possible. So how do you avoid falling into the credit card trap? Simple. Use credit cards strategically, not emotionally. Only charge what you can afford to pay back in full every single month. Treat your credit card like a debit card. If you don't have the cash in the bank to cover it, don't buy it. Don't let the allure of cash back or travel points trick you into spending more than you normally would. We've all been there. It's just a $6 latte. It's only a $12 meal delivery. It's just a few bucks. It won't make a difference. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Those seemingly insignificant daily expenses can quietly drain your bank account over time. It's called the Latte Factor, and it's a real thing. Think about it. Spending $6 on a latte every single workday adds up to over $1,500 per year. That's $1,500 that could be invested, saved, or used towards your financial goals. The good news? You don't have to live like a monk to get your finances in check. It's all about being mindful and intentional with your spending. If that daily latte brings you genuine joy, go for it. But if you're just mindlessly grabbing it out of habit, consider making your coffee at home a few times a week and redirecting those savings towards something more meaningful. Remember, it's not about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. Listen up, because this is important. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time? Right now. I know, investing can seem intimidating, especially when you're just starting out. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be complicated, and you don't need to be a Wall Street whiz to get started. The magic of investing lies in the power of compound interest. In simple terms, compound interest is the interest you earn on your initial investment, plus the interest you earn on that interest. It's like a snowball effect for your money. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Even small contributions, made consistently over time, can add up to significant wealth in the long run. Think of it this way: time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing. There are countless resources available to help you get started, no matter your age or income level. Cutting expenses and saving money is crucial for building wealth, but there's a limit to how much you can cut. You can only brew your own coffee, cancel subscriptions, and negotiate bills so many times. Earning more, on the other hand, that's where the real magic happens. Think of it this way: you can have the most impressive budget in the world, but if your income stays stagnant, so will your financial progress. That's why it's essential to focus on both sides of the equation, increasing your income while also managing your expenses wisely. So, how do you boost your earning potential? Invest in yourself. Knowledge, skills, and experience are your greatest assets. Consider taking online courses, attending workshops, or pursuing certifications in your field. The more valuable you are, the more you can command in the marketplace. Another powerful strategy is exploring side hustles or freelance opportunities. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We scroll through our feeds, bombarded with perfectly curated images of exotic vacations, luxury cars, designer clothes, and seemingly effortless affluence. It's easy to feel like we're falling behind, constantly striving for more. But here's the harsh reality: comparison is the thief of joy. It's a never-ending game. You can never truly win. There will always be someone with a bigger house, a fancier car, or a more extravagant lifestyle. And you know what's often hiding behind those picture-perfect Instagram posts? Massive debt, financial stress, and a constant need for validation. Remember, social media only shows you the highlight reel, not the behind-the-scenes struggles. Don't let the curated lives of others distract you from building a life you love, a life that's authentically and financially aligned with your own values and goals. Focus on your own journey, your own progress, and your own definition of success. Saving money because you should or for a rainy day is a noble goal, but it lacks a crucial element: inspiration. Without a clear vision of what you're saving for, it's easy to lose motivation, get sidetracked, and spend your hard-earned money on things that don't truly matter. That's where the power of goal setting comes in. When you set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart financial goals, you give your money a purpose. You create a roadmap for your financial future, a destination to strive for. Write down your short-term and long-term financial goals. Be specific. How much money do you need to save? By when? What steps do you need to take to achieve your goals? The more you see your goals, the more likely you are to stay focused and motivated. It's easy to dismiss small changes as insignificant. What difference will saving an extra $5 a day really make? Investing $100 a month won't amount to much. Here's the thing: small, consistent actions compounded over time lead to extraordinary results. It's the small, everyday choices that determine your long-term financial success. Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't expect to see significant results from just one workout, would you? No, it's the consistent effort day after day, week after week that leads to real transformation. The same principle applies to your finances. Saving an extra $5 a day might not seem like much in the moment, but over a year, that's $1,825. Don't underestimate the power of small changes. Break down your financial goals into bite-sized, manageable steps. Remember, building wealth isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about making smart choices day after day, week after week, and year after year. Even fixing just a few of these mistakes can completely change your financial future. It's not about overnight success. It's about making those small, consistent changes that add up to big results over time. Now, I want to hear from you. Which mistake hit home for you the most? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story. And if you're ready to master your money and join a community of like-minded individuals on their journey to financial freedom, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us for more smart money tips every week. You've got this.